Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida. And today our question comes to us from Rada Lagjawi. And Rada writes to say that recently she had a desire to see a horror movie because she had not seen one in a while. And she decided to watch The Omen. So she got a DVD of this movie. And the images on the cover caused her to become afraid. And the image of the child on the cover who looks very evil gave her a very bad vibration, and she began to wonder if maybe there was a negative energy in this DVD, and she began to meditate on the DVD to see if this might be the case, and it came to her that the boy looked very much like an owl. Shortly after, she went on YouTube, and the very first thing that she saw in the recommended section was an owl. And this has convinced her that perhaps there is negative energy in this DVD, and she would like my opinion. And the first thing that I would say is that if in fact you believe there is negative energy in this DVD, then you should get rid of it. And in fact I would say if you actually believe that, it might be best to destroy it. However, you might try cleansing it first, and if you feel that that is adequate, then you could keep it, or simply give it away. But if you don't feel that is adequate, then you should destroy it. However, I highly doubt that that's actually the case. And what I would think this actually represents is Spirit telling you, or rather calling your attention to something within yourself that needs to be dealt with. And I have a little story from my own life to illustrate the point. Many years ago, meaning around 1989-1990, I was living with my cousin Crystal in Chicago, and I happened to have bought a book that was very out of character for me. It was a true crime story, and I'm not usually big on true crime novels. But anyway, I read this novel, and at night in the apartment I started to see the protagonist of the novel. And this caused me to be very afraid, and of course I was much younger at that time. But very fortunate that Lady Crystal was there, because had I not had immediate access to her, I might have assumed that I had somehow drawn this persona into my life in some way. What Lady Crystal told me was that she believed this was bringing up spiritual blockages and or past life issues, and that rather than having drawn this persona into my life, it was merely a symbol of what needed to be dealt with, and that is what I think that you are dealing with. And that the image of the boy on the cover, or of the owl, is an image of something representing a blockage within you, which it is time to heal and let go of. So my recommendation would be to once again go into meditation, and this time look for those emotions that this brings to you, and try to follow it as far as you can. And as you find those emotions, write them down, and then later come back to them and do a burning to send away and or heal these emotions, depending on, of course, on what they are. And the exact way to handle this requires a little bit of experience. If you have not read my first degree book, I would recommend reading it, because it talks about how to do this in there. And I believe we talk about it again in second and third degree, because it can be very important. But I think that what you need to do is to find the blockage this is representing and heal that blockage. And I think then you will find that there is no problem at all, and that it never really had anything to do with the DVD, but rather the DVD is a tool that Spirit is using to show you that this blockage is now ready to be healed. So that would be my opinion and my advice. I hope you find it useful. And until next time, may you blessed be. Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis. And did you know that I'm also a psychic reader? For over 30 years, I have been a psychic reader specializing in tarot and clairvoyance. And if you would like a reading with me, you can set one up, either by phone or by email, by contacting me at donlewishp@aol.com. And until next time, may you blessed be.